Like, what is it that Shreve Cooper hasn't done that I can say he should do to say he's done it all?
He won that championship. That was it.
Everything. He's done everything. He's scored a lot of assists.
The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball.
So why is it that when I watch Ryan Odom, did I feel like he's the best Every time I watch Ryan Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said that for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again. Hey yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? Appreciate y'all jumping on real quick. Little impromptu joint. This is something that I'm starting to call game recognized game, man. Game recognized game gonna be kind of our new jump off where either I'm telling you what courts that I'm gonna pull up to, what games we're going to see. Just this week, we did our first game recognized game. I was at Marietta versus Lithia Springs, watching girls basketball, and then Dave from Hoops and Gym was at he was at Whitfield Academy watching them play Atlanta Classical. But for this game recognized game, man, I wanted to do some NAIA basketball. We had great basketball going in Georgia, and I wanted to watch it on the delay so we could skip past, the lengthy timeouts, all that kind of stuff. We got Life University who is a top 25 NAIA program right now, versus Dalton State. So this is Kevin Easley coaching his tail off right now at Life University versus Alex Ireland. Coach Ireland has been at Dalton State for a while, has been super successful at Dalton State. And this is an opportunity for people to be able to really see these teams and kind of understand, bro, like for anybody who think you got a player that's supposed to be at this level and you haven't watched these guys play, like how do you know that this team fits? Like we were talking about two teams that play a very specific style of basketball. So in these games, game recognized game shows, like we really gonna be kind of just, we're gonna watch the game as a family. Number one, I encourage y'all jump in the comments, man. Jump on the show. This is the time to get a link, jump on the show. As we break down these two teams, they're getting ready to tip off. Teams is headed back to the bench. So I got the sound for you. Everything's on. Like we ain't gonna leave the game on mute the whole time. Like we're gonna watch this joint. We're gonna watch this joint as a family, man. So as we get ready to tip off, man, Life. If you haven't seen Life University play, dog, like I'm gonna sum it up for you real quick. They trying to score 100 points a game. Every night they trying to score 100 points a game. I'm about to pull up the live stats now. We're gonna see what they hitting on Life University men's basketball. Let me show you. And while we waiting for the tip, I might be able to show you a couple. Yeah, let's look at this real quick. Let's look at this. We waiting for tip off. So we got a couple of seconds. They in the national anthem right now. We ain't missing nothing. But I want to show y'all this from Life University real quick. So you see just what type of team like we talking about, man. Hold on, let me share this with you, bro. Let's get to this real quick. They still doing the national anthem, man. So don't sweat it. We're gonna get right to tip off, and then we're gonna skip past all the timeouts, all of that, halftime, all of that. We're gonna watch the game. Check out these scores, bro. 96, 91, 93, 96, 100. Like, bro, they trying to get to it. If you ever realize, like, if you did not realize what type of team Life is, bro, they trying to get to it. Like, they're gonna shoot a lot of threes. But their pace, their space is next level, right? Let me pull up Dalton State and see what Dalton State talking about. Dalton State will play fast, but Dalton State generally doesn't play at the insane tempo that Life University plays at. But hold on a second, I'm gonna pull up some of their stuff. So Life coming into this 5-0, Dalton State at 2-2. And see, they'll play some games 65, 58, 70 points here. They got caught by Tennessee Wesleyan. Tennessee Wesleyan, a good team. But they up here, 97 in a win versus Oakwood. Oakwood's a good team. Bryan is also a good team. Been able to see them play. And they up in that 87-point range. So we'll see. I don't expect that Coach Ireland going to. Here we go.
For Life University. Once again, my name is Jasmine Charles, and I'm so excited to be back here again with you all tonight. So let's go ahead and get into the starting lineup.
Why they going into the starters all that, man? Jasmine does a good job on these games, man. Like y'all gotta it's a lot of sports information people, journalists, reporters, play-by-play people who really like grinding them out during these games. Like to me, this young lady is gonna be somebody that we see eventually hit that Fox Sports South ESPN level. Like she does a really good job.
Senior guard from Bay City, Michigan, number 1, Elias Ramirez. Junior guard from Cleveland, Ohio, number 2, Chase Harris. Junior forward from Baltimore, Maryland, number 3, Cortez Johnson. Junior guard from Belgrade, Serbia, number 4, Srđan Popović.
So I watched Life before, man, and I'm gonna let the sound rock once we get into the game. But here and there, I'll stop it. But just to let you know what they starting 5 is about. They gonna start 2 shooters, Popović and Ramirez. Ramirez pull it from everywhere like it's crazy. Popović, Ramirez. So they start the 2 shooters at the guard spot. Then they got Tyreek Johnson, who's like a do everything kind of wing forward, so he can shoot it, slash, whatever. Chase Harris is really the crazy thing. They start 2 smaller shooters with Chase Harris. You would think Chase Harris is like a 3. He's a point guard, bro. Chase Harris is a 6'6" point guard. Like, dude got that thing on a string, bro. Like, so you'll see it this game. Chase Harris so they got 2 guys that's 6'6", 6'7" on the floor that can really handle it and can get to the rack, and that's what makes them lethal. So we'll go back to the sound. We took
against Dalton State, 81-76. Out of these 3 matchups, Life University taking 3 wins.
Hey man, cheers
against the series.
Cheers.
And Dalton State will start with the ball. Quick drive there by Pettis, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to remain Dalton State basketball. 13 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
Hey, cheers, everybody, if you got them.
Quick 3-point shot there by Antonio Lewis, and that's going to be the first points of the game. Popović with a handoff to Harris. Harris looking inside of Johnson, but swings it over to Popović. Down low to Cortez Johnson going to work, and that got tipped by Smith.
Hey, this is a good start, man. For Dalton State, this is a good start, bro.
Rick's looking to drive there, and the ball slipping out of his hands, so that's going to be a turnover there on Dalton State.
That's an important thing. I know it's early. It's only a minute in the game, but, like, this is, like, you're playing against a team that likes to score a lot. Like, you want to get off to a good start, man. Dalton getting off to a good start.
Kick out for a 3 from Tyreek Johnson. That one.
It's another stop. That's another stop. Like, that's a great start. Getting to the basket, you got a corner 3 early, like you rolling. Like, that's how you want to start the game. I know, like, I don't want to make more out of it than what it is, but, like, better to start making shots and getting open shots than missing everything and start off kind of bumpy. You don't want to get down early against a team like this.
Gets the ball to Tyreek Johnson. He's looking to go to work, looking inside to Cortez Johnson, back up top to Harris. Elias Ramirez moving without the basketball, gets a couple pump fakes and gets it to Tyreek. Tyreek driving baseline through the contact, able to finish for 2.
It's tough. He's good. That kid is good. Like, and that's what I'm saying.
Life immediately going into their full court
Y'all
press
coaches, y'all think y'all
defense
gotta play.
after the make, quick kick out, transition 3, and another 3-pointer made there, this time by Quaylen Pettis.
That's how you want to start. If you're Dalton, that's how you want to start the game.
Popovich off the high ball screen action, dumped down to Johnson. Johnson doesn't have it, but looking to go to work on the block. Cortez Johnson goes up, and he powers through for 2.
That's going to be an emphasis. Cortez is like the glue guy for this team. So, like, he's the one that's going to keep everything together inside.
Ricks getting across half court with about 2 seconds to spare for that backcourt violation.
There's not a lot of depth on this team.
Lewis getting his team set up.
Does a good job.
Gets it over to Smith. Smith back to Pettis. Over to Compass, who's their leading scorer so far this season, averaging 20 points per game. 3 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Strong take there.
Like, dangerous right here.
By Smith. But that one's no good. Quick push and transition, and the ball's going to go out of bounds on Dalton State. Remaining life basketball underneath.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, the start had to be like this for Dalton. Like, you want to start the games like this. Because Light can just put points on the board so fast, dude. Like, you don't want empty possession.
Harris down low to Johnson. Excuse me, Johnson to Johnson. And Tyreek Johnson couldn't finish underneath. Ricks over to Compass. Back to Ricks on the right wing. Gets it inside.
Any level.
To Smith, and he couldn't finish, but gets his own rebound.
As soon as I say that, 2 people miss.
Compass attacking. And ball's going to say it was tipped out by Dalton State, so it's going to be life basketball right there.
That's Chase Harris with the basketball. 6'6" point guard, dog.
High ball screen action. Cortez Johnson and Harris gets it over to Ramirez in the right wing. Excuse me. And we're going to have a foul on the floor. It's going to be on number 3, Antonio Lewis.
Hey, this is different for Life. Like, what I'm seeing, this is different. Like, they making it an emphasis to try to stick the ball inside. Like, they really feel like they got a size advantage on Dalton State, maybe a toughness advantage, maybe they feel like on Dalton State. So they really trying to stick it inside. Like, I'm shocked by that. Like, Life is normally kind of running gun.
And a steal and a quick push and transition. Compass laying it up for 2.
Hey, I ain't going to be mad at bro, but you got somebody running with you. Throw that off the ground.
Life with a little bit of a slow start here on the offensive end. Ball goes inside to Cortez Johnson, looking to go one-on-one with Smith, and he gets the and one.
And one. We got the watch party going, man. I'm trying to get it going.
And that foul's going to be on number 2, Omarion Smith, sending Cortez Johnson to the line to finish the 3-point play.
Coach him up. Huff, when you playing a team that on paper, maybe you're not supposed to win the game on paper, how important is it for you to get a good start to the game?
And Johnson not able to complete that.
I think Dalton State got a good start. You got to score right here, though. He got to be a little more patient, I think.
And we got another quick foul here on the floor, and this time it's going to be called on number 3, Cortez Johnson of Life University.
There's some confusion. After that ball went into the post, there was some confusion right there. He got to be a little.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how the refs call this game, if it's going to be a little bit more of a touch fouls. Both teams are going to have to adjust as they both are very physical on the defensive end. Deep 3 action there by Antonio Lewis, and that one's hard off the back iron. Quick push and transition by Tyreek Johnson. Almost lost it. but able to finish there for 2. Tied up 8-8, 15.5 left to go in the first half.
See, you get a couple empty possessions, and now the game is tied. Like, I don't like that. And homie must really make those in practice because
Lewis thought about it, gets it over to Ricks.
they really needed a score there, and he took like a 28-foot three.
Back over to Smith. Back to Lewis. Back to Smith. 6 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Backdoor cut there by Compass. And Lewis finding Compass backdoor.
You needed that type of action 2 plays ago.
Harris up top. Got a little bit of a horns action here. Harris finds Cortez Johnson on the roll. As Johnson was about to go up, he gets fouled.
That's a good pass. I'm sorry. You got
This time that foul's going to be on number 12, Matt Compass.
You got to bang that.
And that's going to send Cortez Johnson to the line for 2.
10-second skip on let's 10-second skip past the free throws, my guy.
Free throw.
Come on, there we go.
And he'll check out of the ball game. And then for him is going to be number 21, Dara Lanade. Dalton still leading the way here.
Got a couple
by
of
1, 10
I'd
to
be
9.
wrong if I didn't tell you I got a kid on the floor. Number 10 at Life played in my AAU program. That's
Compass.
Will Freeman.
Right wing gets it up top to Smith. Smith swings it over to Pettis. Back up top to Compass.
I like this from Dalton right here.
Short corner action. And that was going to be blocked by Gleddick.
You had something. You got to be more patient. Let that develop, dog. I was feeling that possession. Got to execute. I don't seem like I'm cheering for him, but I want to see a good
Gleddick for the 3. Mattia Gleddick. Nice catch and shoot right there.
Hey, man.
Couple points off the bench early.
That's what Life can do. They can shoot it. All 5. That's a
Sasaki can't pick his dribble up, and he tries to make a pass, falls, and that's going to be another turnover there for Dalton State.
Gliding.
Checking in now, number 13, Kevin Henry.
6'8", 6'9". Making that 3 from that distance. Like, that's they 4 or 5.
And number 15, Varun Danik.
Face is crazy. They're going to go horns again.
Little pick and pop action there with Cleveland and Gleddick. And gets the ball back to Cleveland. Cleveland trying to go to work with Sasaki. Cleveland gets past him. Kick out to Harris for 3. And that one won't fall. Sasaki chasing it down. And it's going to go out of bounds on Dalton State. So it's going to be another opportunity here for Life University.
I ain't mad at it. That's a good defensive possession. I ain't mad at it.
Freeman with the ball inbound. High ball screen action with Gleddick and Freeman. Freeman looking to attack. Couldn't get that one to fall. Offensive rebound. Alanaday with a nice reverse there for 2.
I like
Life
that,
now
Will.
in the lead, 14-10.
I like that, Will. Anybody want to be a role player, a good role
Henry gets it over to Sasaki, swings it to Pettis.
Get in the game and get a paint.
Back to Sasaki, back to
Don't
Pettis.
get in the game and launch a 3. Get in the game and get a paint touch.
Pettis
like
for the 3. Quaylen Pettis knocking it down. 13-14. Dalton State only trailing by 1.
That's what Cleveland got to do. Keep getting 2 feet in the paint. They're going to have to come off and help.
And a turnover here from Life, so Dalton State gets another chance to take the lead here.
Hey, young kids, as bad as you want to stick it down on the post, if that guy doesn't clear,
Pettis for 3. Couldn't get that one connect.
Did you get dropped?
After a nice offensive move there.
Am I petty if I rewind that? Am I petty?
Back to Sasaki, back to Pettis.
Did he get dropped? Did they switch?
Pettis for the 3. Quaylen Pettis knocking it down. 13-14. Dalton State only trailing by 1.
It's the next play. This play is the turnover. Then I think homeboy get dropped after that, right? Yeah, this is a turnover right here. You don't have position. You
And a
can't
turnover
you
here
have
from Life.
position.
So Dalton State gets another
Doesn't matter
chance to
how
take
much
the lead here.
touch. You got to clear that space out. Ooh, yeah, you got. Oh,
Pettis for three. Couldn't get that one connect. After
hey,
a
he
nice
didn't make it,
offensive
though, so
move
it don't
there.
count.
Harris now pushing in
Oh,
transition.
my Lord.
Chase Harris.
Oh, my Lord.
Nice smooth move there, finishing for two in transition.
He broke with the spin of Rooney like
Sasaki high ball screen action. With Danig, skips it over for three. Another three, this time by Kevin Henry. Dalton State with four threes here in the first half.
That's the third one from the corner.
Harris trying to go to work. And this time runs into the help side defender of Sasaki, and that's going to be an offensive foul on number 2, Chase Harris. And we have a media timeout.
Chase doing too much.
16-16 tied up here, almost halfway through the first.
We're going to skip past a couple of the media timeout, but I think what we seeing early, to me, this is good basketball from Dalton State right now. I don't feel like Life is really in their rhythm yet, in their flow of the game or how they want to play the game. But Dalton State, to me, in a pretty good rhythm. That corner three, they done made like 2 or 3 of those in this game so far early. Like, that is something that as a coach, like, I'm making a mental note of. As a player, like, I'm making a mental note of. Like, we trying to get that. And you knocking them down at a high rate right now. Like, you got to have those. So you can't get, like, to me in this game, like Dalton, you can't waste possessions. Like, you trying to win a game in college basketball, period. Like, I can't even really pick on Dalton. You can't just waste possessions. You can't throw possessions away. Like, you see, like, to me, Life not playing their best basketball right now. It's 16-16. I think, in my opinion, Dalton is playing a little bit better than Life right now as far as how well they're playing. But the score tied. So in college basketball, every possession means so much. You can't afford to do like silly stuff. You can't just throw the ball away. Like, you know, the play scripted, the play's supposed to go inside, and the guy doesn't clear space. Like, he doesn't have a clear post up. He can't seal. If he don't seal, you don't get it. Like, we going the other way. Bro got to seal. Everybody back on the flow from the media. We're going to get to it.
Danik over to Pettis. Pettis looking to attack down lane, dip down low to Danik, and Danik loses it. Freeman now bringing it up. Gets the handoff to Cleveland, back over to Freeman.
Hey, I just realized the
Johnson now back in the game. Deep three from Gleddick, and that one's hard off the back iron.
What's that? No reason.
Sasaki for three. And he's able to knock it down with the defender in his face, falling to the ground. Great shot there.
No, bro. No, I'm leaving him open on the
19-16.
next possession, dog. I'm leaving him
three-pointer made here so far.
I'm not buying that.
For Dalton State.
I'm not buying that, dog. You're going to have to make another one, dog. I'm not buying that.
Alana backdoor pass to Cleveland. Cleveland trying to hit Freeman on the backside. 4 seconds left to go on the shot clock as that one was knocked out of bounds.
Hey, I know he made
and Ramirez checking back in for Freeman.
Like, as a player, dog, I'm not buying that, bro. Sasaki, you're gonna have to make another one. I think I'm pronouncing his name correct. Like, you're gonna have to make another one, dog. I'm not buying that. That falling down late in the clock, you do bro. I'm not buying that. You're gonna have to make another one. Matter of fact, I'm going under the next screen.
Backdoor cut there by Gleddick, and
Coach just gonna have
Tyree Johnson able to get it in. It's going to be a quick foul on the floor, and that one's going to be on number 20, Sasaki.
Next ball screen, I'm going.
Shot clock's going to reset to 20. And Life's going to take it out of bounds underneath. Quick inbound to Cleveland, left wide open. LaDarren Cleveland not able to get that one to fall. Danik with the rebound, almost lost it. Now Pettis in transition. Kicks it out to Kelly. Kelly going up. And that one's going to be a foul on number 21. Dar will knock down that first free throw. State still in the lead, 20-16. High-low pass inside Alonade. Great footwork there by Alonade, spinning back away from the double team coming in and able to finish that one for 2.
That's a good score. Dara was a good player at Burnt.
Sasaki back up top to Lewis, swings it over to Henry. Over to Kelly. Swings it back to Lewis. Lewis looking to drive baseline with a nice step back mid-range jumper.
Good shot.
That one's going to fall for 2.
If you ain't going to put your hand up, I'd knock it down too. They ain't going to play no better defense than that.
Tyreek Johnson gets it over to Cortez. Johnson swings it to Harris. Harris for 3, and that one way off the mark.
Got to drive the ball, get a kick out if you like. You got to drive it and get a kick out.
Lewis looking for the play to develop. Gets the ball up top to Danik, over to Sasaki. Quickly back over to Henry. Down low to Kelly, back up top to Sasaki. 11 seconds left to go on the shot clock. High ball screen action with Sasaki.
I'm going under Sasaki.
Out to Henry. Henry looking to attack. 3 seconds. Floater. And that one's hard off the back iron. And Harris.
I ain't mad at it.
Trying to rebound. The rest of his teammates take off down the floor thinking that he had it, but it's going to go out of bounds on Chase Harris. So Dalton State getting another opportunity. And for Dalton State, number 2, Amarion Smith.
If you're watching this on X.
Quick 3 here by number 23, Tyshawn Kelly, and that's going to be the 6th 3 of the game.
Not down.
From Dalton State. 25-18, Dalton up by 7. Cortez Johnson skipping it out to Tyreek Johnson. And Tyreek looking to attack middle. Sasaki trying to cut him off, looking for the charge, but he's going to get called for a block. That's going to be the second foul on Sasaki. Coming into the ball game now is going to be Kowalski Ricks. $15 seconds on the shot clock. Harris, a lot of dribbling up top. Gets it over to Ramirez. 7 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Down low to Alonade. Alonade trying to go work triple team. Kicks out for Ramirez for 3. Elias Ramirez helping to stop the pain a little bit and the score getting out of hand. Nice 3-pointer there. Nice kick out from Alonade.
He's not missing. But this still is like disjointed to me a little bit. Like
over to Henry.
Life is not clicking on all cylinders yet. Like they still kind
Lewis
of
thinking about it. High ball screen action with Smith. Ricks for 3. Lewis for 3, and that one's no good. Elias Ramirez thought about in transition. Got it blocked, got it back though. Life with another opportunity, but then Cortez Johnson throws it away, trying to make a pass back door. Now Dalton State pushed in transition.
Swing, bro. Swing.
Henry looking to attack baseline, and ref's going to say dribbled out of bounds, so it's going to be Life basketball.
Family. What LeBron say? Swing, motherfucker. Hey, man. No, I don't.
Serge Popovich checking back into the game for Life.
Right now in the second half, I don't particularly care for what I'm seeing from Life defensively or for real offensively too much either. Like, I want to see more paint touch, more kick outs. Get those 3 open. Oh, Dalton bringing some pressure.
Harris looking to attack. That time, it looked like Dalton State was going to try to trap as soon as they crossed the half court, and that just opened up the middle. Harris doing a good job attacking that gap right there.
Don't wake him up. I don't know that I would pressure him. I don't think I would try to wake him up.
Pettis looking to make
Trying
some
to rock
moves
him
on
to
that
sleep.
pass, throwing it out of bounds. Another turnover there for Dalton State.
If y'all watching the stream and it say Edward Waters right now, I had to change the name. My bad. I thought I did.
Popovich looking to attack baseline. And good kick out passing. Got called for the foul on the baseline. And that was on number 3, Antonio Lewis. And number 24, Mattia Gledek checking back into the game.
And that's the
as
thing,
well as
too,
number
like,
13,
when you watching
Kevin
this light
Henry.
team play, like they're gonna throw a lot of bodies at you. You're gonna see 9 guys. You're gonna see 9 guys. You play light, you're gonna see 9 guys. 8 at least.
Ball inbounded to Johnson, handoff to Popovich.
And any one of them can burn you. Like this Popovich kid can
High
burn
ball
you.
screen action with Popovich and Johnson. No look pass from Popovich down to Johnson on the roll. Nice pass, nice finish. 25-25.
Hey, that boy made me nervous, man. That boy made me nervous.
6.5 left to go here in the first half.
That boy made me nervous with that pass.
Pettis looking to go to work, gets it down low to Smith. Good matchup here between Johnson and Smith. Smith turnaround jumper, short.
I used to love Villanova.
Life getting other opportunity to take the lead here.
Villanova will get 2 feet in the paint and then have a cutter come right off of that. As soon as you jump stop, the cutter will be coming from the opposite side.
Ball got deflected out of bounds. It's going to remain live basketball. Harris looking up top with the ball. High ball screen action with Johnson. Skips it out to Popovich. High shot right there to get it off on time, and that one's going to be short.
Man, this kid.
Now Rick's pushing, gets over to Pettis. Quick pass out to Henry for 3. Kevin Henry, another 3.
On the 3 again, and bro talking to the bench every time. He knocking that girl down every time. He talking to the bench. That's a big shot.
We have another foul on the floor, this time on number 13, Kevin Henry.
I think this score right here, this pace, this is all, to me, favoring Dalton State right now. Like,
and we have a media timeout with that last 3 there by number 13, Henry. Dalton able to regain the lead by 3, 28-25. 5:42 left to go here in the first half. We told you it was going to be a high-scoring game. Hey,
Popovich, the kid Popovich can really play. Like I've seen him in practice. Like he can really burn it. Like he can hoop. It's almost like when he gets in a game, it's so much stuff that he's trying to do that it just hasn't all come together for him to have. Or I don't want to say like he's playing bad. Like it's not like he get in and he be playing bad. It's just like I've yet to see him play up to the level of his complete potential, right? Yeah. And it's shot selection, it's like being too loose with the basketball. And I remember, like, if you remember the early criticism of Steph Curry, it was the same thing. It was like, oh, he plays with the ball too much behind the back, too much sizzle on the passes sometimes. And his turnovers are up there. Once he learned how to kind of calm all of that down and understand how he wanted to impact the game night over night, Steph Curry went to a whole nother level. I think this kid, I don't, it's hard to compare somebody to Steph. I'm just saying the situations are similar. Like, this kid can really play. He's just going to have to put it together. We'll skip past the
1-on-1 situation. That was a Henry looking to attack baseline. Gets it out to Compass. Compass, one dribble floater, no good.
Tough too.
Harris finds Gledek in transition. Nice jump stop. Let the defender go through, and Gledek finishing nicely for 2. Life now regains the lead here by 1, 29-28.
That's tough, man. Like, Life clearly, another corner 3. Offensive rebound. Oh, man. Like, that's effort. Life not playing their best basketball right now, but it's a 1-point game. That's the thing that makes them so dangerous, man. So it's like they get to go into halftime at this point and make adjustments and come back out with all this firepower, you got a turnover right there. That's what makes me nervous about them. That's why I was on that early execution for Dalton State. Early execution. Get to it early. Run your stuff. Be sharp early.
For Life University. A little weave action here from Dalton State. Pettis finds Smith on the backdoor cut. Smith kicking it back out. Pettis trying to go one-on-one action here. Quick swing. Ricks going baseline. Nice Euro step. Couldn't finish. Another offensive rebound from Dalton State. This time by Smith. He's able to get it out. Skip pass. Henry for three. And that one rolling around the rim falls in. 8 3-pointer for Dalton State in the first half. And then we have a block on the other end. Great hustle here by number 2, Omarion Smith. Not letting Tyreek Johnson get an easy 2.
That's out.
But after he got that block, his teammate stepping out of bounds. So Life getting another chance on the offensive end, offensive possession. 33-29. Dalton State with the lead by 4. Chase Harris looking to go to work now. And we have another foul on the block.
Oh, now it's going to get chippy.
And a couple of words here from both players on both teams.
Like, but that's the thing. He makes the matchup hard. Like, Chase is a nightmare to match up with because, like, if you put
first foul is going to be on number 5.
If you put a guard on Chase, that's 6'2".
The personal foul on Kowalski Ricks, and then we're going to have a technical foul on both sides on number 5, Kowalski Ricks, and then on number 2, Chase Harris with Life University.
See, that's what I wouldn't do though. I'm not poking the bear. I don't get me wrong. I ain't being scared of nobody. But I'm trying to get a win on the road. You see how quiet it is in here right now? I'm trying to keep the gym just like this. I ain't trying to get them fired up. Like, I want to rock them to sleep for this whole game, get out of here with a win, get on the bus, get back to Dalton. I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to make the game extra chippy. I ain't trying to give them no extra fire.
And although both players got a technical foul, Ricks picked up a.
Like, they didn't walk into the gym on one. Like, they kind of, I don't want to say going through the motions, but, like, this team has another gear, right? I don't want them to get to that other gear. I want to keep them playing at right where they at. Like, I want the score to be just like this, 60s, 70s. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I want the score at.
Pass Henry. Henry thought about it, but dribbles in, kicks out the compass, back out to Henry. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Henry attacking and couldn't finish that one. But somehow Dalton State still comes back up with the offensive rebound. And that one getting tipped in that time by Omarion Smith over Alanaday.
I'm going to take the second chance.
Over Cortez Johnson. And we have another foul on Dalton State, and that is going to be on number 4, Quaylen Pettis.
We'll skip the free throws.
And another missed free throw for Life University.
2-point game. I'm going under.
Sasaki with a nice crow hop move looking to get to the rim, and he's going to get fouled, and that one's going to be on number 10, Will Freeman. Two for two for Sasaki. Dalton State extending their lead by 4, 37-34.
Dribble handoff into a ball screen. Nope.
Tyreek Johnson looking to go to work. This time against Henry.
Wow.
Spin around jumper, no good, but a nice tip in there for Cortez Johnson as nobody boxed him out on the backside.
Hey, don't you want to play with a coach that got that much confidence?
Sasaki over to Henry. Skip pass. Pettis for 3. Quaylen Pettis knocking down the triple. Another three. 9 threes here in the first half for Dalton State. Ball up top to Cleveland. Deep three there by Cleveland, and that one's going to be off. And now
I'm gonna tell you something to watch. And me and Coach Easley, when I had Easley on the show, we talked about this. Life wants to have 15 plus assists in the game. So they want their assist number to be 15 plus, preferably 18, 20 assists in a game. They're not playing that way right now.
Dalton State looking to pull this away to end the first half. Down low to Johnson. Johnson trying to hit Alana Day on the cut, but active hands there from Dalton State. And we got an and one here for number 3, Antonio Lewis, attacking to the rim. This foul is going to be on number 11, LaDarren Cleveland.
That sucks. He was trying to get away from that foul, to be honest with you.
All the way, and he gets that one blocked, but it's going to remain live basketball. 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Hey, y'all tap in and let me know who y'all think gonna win this game.
Alana Day over to Freeman. Swing pass to Johnson. Skip pass over to Popovich. Almost stolen by Henry. Active hands with this Dalton State defense. They can't make weak passes. They have to be strong, crisp passes. Johnson for 3. Nice pass out from Alana Day. Johnson ending a little bit of that run for Dalton State. Sasaki getting his team set up in half-court offense. 53 seconds left to go in the first half. Lewis for 3. Another three-pointer made here. 10 threes for Dalton State here in the first half.
Hey,
Popovich looking to attack.
and
then we got Sasaki coming to trap on the backside. And he's going to get called for a foul.
This is the hard thing, though.
That's going to be Sasaki's third personal foul.
You ranked for the first time this season. You're going to get everybody's best shot. You have to be.
That's going to be the 10th team foul for Dalton State. So Popovich able to shoot 2.
Whether or not your coach can coach. Like, sometimes, we can't forget that these are kids. And you have to be emotionally ready to deal with this night in and night out. Like, this is one of the things of being good that you got to.
15 seconds left on the shot clock. About a
difference between shot clock and the game clock.
9.2 difference. That might be the first missed 3 for a while. 8 seconds left to go in the first half. Popovich going to work off of Johnson. Skip past Freeman. Freeman for 3. And that one's short.
Who y'all got? Dalton State up 8. Going in. Life known as a 3-point shooting team, but Dalton State knocking them down. Dalton State knocking them down. Yeah, I like that. I like that what I'm seeing from Easley right now. Stop talking to them refs, dog. Get in the locker room. Stop talking to the refs. It ain't the refs' fault. I like that. Easley got the pulse of his team right now. Like, they don't. One thing I will say about them, and I've seen them down in a couple games early, like in the first half. They do not get rattled. Like, it doesn't, being down in a basketball game doesn't, I don't want to say it just doesn't do anything for them. Like they really don't care. I don't want to say they don't care, but it's like they're not one of those teams that I feel like that you're gonna see them start to get tight and like try to play from behind. I don't think so. They haven't shown me that they're gonna do that yet. Typically, what you see out of life is in the second half, you see the defensive intensity ratchet way up. Like they really not getting after it defensively right now. And typically in the second half, you see that defensive intensity ratchet way up. And you start to see some adjustments on the defensive end. How they guard ball screens typically changes after halftime. That's when they start making some adjustments defensively, but they ratchet up that intensity on the defensive end a lot. And once they get to a point where they start turning you over and they start running, that's when it can get ugly. Like that's when you can see, 12-2, 14-2, something like that. Those big runs that they just known for making. They get to that. We're gonna skip to the second half. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull up the box score and we're gonna look at some live stats from the second half real quick. Because Dalton State going crazy. They knocking down threes. They get into it. We're gonna look at the box score real quick, chat. Hold on. We watching Life University against Dalton State. I'm gonna get y'all some stats. Hold on one second. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Hey man, I appreciate all the birthday well wishes and text and all that. Unc turned 45 today, man, and I'm happy to see it. No better way to spend than watching basketball, man. It's all I would want to do. So it's a great way to spend the day. Let's see if I can get the stats up real quick. I'm trying to see. The only thing that's taking me so long is because when I pull the stats, you're going to see the stats from the whole game. And I'm trying just to show you the stats from the first half. Hold on. There's no way for me to show you this without you seeing the final score. All right, I'm gonna skip to. Let's skip to the second half of the game. Here we go. Hold on. Well, who y'all got? Y'all think Life comes back, pulls it out? 8 points. It's not really a lot. We back on it. Same score.
State.
So we missed the Tyreek Johnson 3. He knocked down a big 3. Kept down to the lead. Oh, that's tough.
And a quick layup there by number 12, Matt Compass.
Let's see if we see the pace pick up for Life. I expect the pace to pick up. He had the lift man right there. You probably want to hit the lift.
Pettis now in transition. Couldn't get that one to fall. Johnson pushing in transition. Finds Popovich for 3. That one hard off the back iron.
Yeah, see, now they running. This is more the pace that I expected Life University.
Ricks is going to slow it up for Dalton State.
It's so tough, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, These NAIA games,
Deep
man,
three action
so
there.
Tough. It's tough.
From Lewis, and that one's going to be short. That's something that we talked about coming into the second half, where those hands going to stay hot for Dalton State after those 10 3-pointers made in the first half. And that foul's going to be on number 5, Kowalski Ricks, sending number 2, Chase Harris, to the line.
Can Life figure out how to get more ball movement? And can Dalton State continue to knock down those shots from the outside? That 3-ball, a great equalizer, man. And they made threes. We still talking about a 6-point game, though.
1 or 2 from Harris.
Oh, now we're going to see the switch up of the defense.
Lewis over to Compass. Back to Lewis up top, over to Pettis. Pettis thought about the 3, gets it back over to Lewis, back to Pettis. And no good on that layup, but an offensive rebound. That time by Smith, no good. Life finally securing the defensive rebound.
That's a good stop right there.
Harris trying to go up there, and he doesn't get that.
No, you're not getting the intentional right there. You're not getting it.
And we have a foul on the floor.
You're not getting it. He wrapped you up, stopped the layup. It wasn't nothing flagrant. Like, he was in front of the ball.
We know that foul's going to be on number 22, Tyreek Johnson. I think the refs are just trying to confer if it's going to be an intentional foul.
I don't think so. Come on.
A lot of ball movement, a lot of moving without the ball from Dalton State. Compass driving baseline, trying to dish it over to his teammate Smith, and he's going to get fouled on the floor. And it looks like they called that foul again on number 22, Tyreek Johnson.
I've got to pick it up. See too many guys with their hands down.
Quick 3 for Lewis, and another missed 3-pointer.
I like Dalton State. Man. Dalton State has found something with these corner threes, man. They're able to find that shot, and they've been making that shot this entire game. They missed that one, but they've been shooting that shot at a high percentage. That could be a problem. Can't leave the back door open.
Harris closely being guarded by Lewis. Popovich gets a high post to Alana Day, who's checked into the ball game. Alana Day looking to take it all the way. Stop goes up, couldn't get that. Cortez Johnson and Dalton State fighting for the rebound. Dalton State coming over there. Compass slamming it down for 2.
A little late camera work. But we see you up on
52-44. Dalton State regaining that lead. Ramirez for 3, and that one's short.
The only player in the world I'm okay with taking that shot. He really is.
Compass out to Pettis. Over to Lewis, back to Compass. Compass for 3. That one no good.
I'm okay with that possession, though. Like, 4 different guys touched the basketball on that possession. Like, I'm cool. If I'm Dalton State, like, that's what I'm still encouraging our guys to do. Like, we in a rhythm. We just had a possession, like 3 or 4.
It's going to remain live basketball. Harris looking for the foul there, but not going to get it.
I'm cool with that. Life right now.
Pass backside to Popovich, who's trying to go one-on-one, drives baseline, tries to dish it to Cortez Johnson, and Dalton State comes up with it, gets it to Compass again. Hey! Matt Compass, 2 back-to-back dunks early here in the second half, 54-44. Dalton now expanding that lead by 10. Popovich for 3, and now we have an air ball here on the other end for Life University. I know Coach Easley not very happy about those last few possessions for his team on the offensive end.
This is one of those things, man. You want, like, it's a tough line, and I'm learning this still. And I learned from watching a lot of great coaches, like how they manage the confidence of the kids on their team. If you want to
Pettis for
talk,
three.
wow,
Quaylen Pettis knocking down the triple. First three
no
of the
way,
second half for Dalton State.
no way. That's just not
Harris
being
looking to
right.
go to work. Almost lost it. Able to get it, but then Cortez Johnson.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want like how many one pass or no pass possessions right now does Life University have? I don't like it.
Able to put it in for two. And we have another technical foul.
Oh Jesus, you don't like it
This
either.
time on number 2, Chase Harris. This will be his second technical.
He is pissed. I would be too. I would be pissed too because it's almost like the kids walked into this game not respecting Dalton State, and that is a mistake. That you have like the target. You're ranked now. You're a top 20 team now. The target is firmly placed on your back. You have a big target painted across your back every play. So the first few games of the season, I'm at Life watching them play. None of these guys are talking to the ref. The first few games, and they were down. So this game is no different. Like they've been down before. They was down to Southeastern, and they was down a lot more than this. None of those guys was talking to the ref. Everybody was locked in. Now I'm seeing guys trying to go one-on-one, complaining about fouls, talking to the ref. Like, bro, like, no, that is not how you won. That is not how you walked into this game 5-0. Like you may learn something today. If they don't kind of get it together, they're gonna learn a valuable lesson. And he like his frustration right now, and you can see Coach Lee's right now, that frustration is purely his guys. Like he is asking for specific things, and his guys are not giving him what he's asking for. Like right there, he was just trying to call a timeout. So all you got to do is hold the ball and call timeout, bro. Like, guys, just not like, look, you're on the defensive possession. Everybody hands down. I'm not locked in. I know easily hot. But I wonder as a coach, like how hard can you jump onto your team and jump down their throat and keep their confidence because they're a great, like they got a lot of firepower, man. And they make tough shots. Like he makes that shot all the time. Ramirez makes that shot. So how can you beat a team that takes and makes that shot, but also corrects some of the mistakes that we're seeing also? Guys just not getting back. Like these one pass shot, no pass shot possessions. Like you got to get back to the basics and get you a bucket or two, man. You do. Now we started this. I know what the final score of the game is now because I just looked at the stats, but I didn't know when we first started this. Can y'all guess what the score is? Tell me if you could guess what the final score is. Who wins? 70 people in here, man. Y'all tap in. If it's somebody I know, man, y'all shoot me a text, man. I'll send you a link. You can jump on. NAIA basketball, man. It's to me watching these games is vital because as a AAU coach, an AAU director, a high school coach, you really need to get out and watch it in person, but at least watch it on film understand the size of these players and their ability. So you know before you call coach and say I got a kid, you've actually seen them play, so you know what the system is and what they try to do. That's better. That now see, you could have been executing like this for the whole game. Like you come out of a timeout immediately and you get to it. But now we got to see it on the defensive end now.
High post pass.
I like this
Smith
foul
looking for
right
the
here.
handoff of Rick. Smith looking to take it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rick's now driving
I
baseline.
like this.
Gets it over to Pettis on the backside. 5 seconds. Finds Compass. Compass, nice footwork there as he's able to work around Alonade for 2.
Ref didn't call it, so but that's a travel.
Ramirez back to Cleveland up top. High ball screen with Alonade. Ramirez now looking to attack. Kicks it back out to Cleveland. Cleveland for 3. LaDarren Cleveland off the mark with that one.
He was confident in that when he turned his head up. He shot that thing.
Life going away a little bit from attacking and looking to try to dig out of this hole with some three-point shooting. Right now is just not falling. Again, very good three-point shooting team, but right now just not falling. And we have a missed 3, another missed 3.
Sometimes when you a shooting team, it ain't your night. Like I understand that. Sometimes when you a shooting team, it just ain't your night. And I understand that. Sometimes the ball just ain't gonna fall, it ain't your night. But you gotta control the controllables as well. Like, you know, that would be my message to life. You gotta control the controllables. And the one thing you can always control is your effort and your attention to detail. You can execute the defensive game plan. Come on, camera lady. We gotta come on now. We watching the backcourt right now. Y'all gotta show me the front court. We're gonna miss this whole possession. We did. We missed that whole possession. I ain't too mad at it. You have students on the camera, so The hardest thing about having students on the camera is they can't help but to be on their phone. They can't help it. Like literally, it's like trying to watch a drug addict try to stay away from drugs. Like it's they gotta touch their phone during the game. 14-point lead. That's tough. That's not. I ain't mad at it. But I want y'all to watch the shot clock on every Dalton State possession now. Up 14, watch. Well, they ain't shooting that thing till it get down to 5. I'm cool. That's a better, like, I'm okay with that possession. Again, if I'm in a life huddle, I'm reminding life, every pass don't have to be an assist, bro. Like, let's just get the ball moving, get people some touches so we get our energy back. Every pass don't have to be an assist. But if I'm Dalton State, I'm motion. Hey, bro, we're gonna run that thing down to about 12, then get into whatever the primary action is gonna be, and we're gonna go at 7, dog. I'm trying to take 25 off the clock every time. If y'all not watching the video, man, we on YouTube as well.
Pettis up top to Compass. Sasuke back in the ball game.
I just don't like
Compass for 3. That one's no good, off the mark. And Smith and Johnson going to work for the rebound there, but it's going to remain Life basketball.
The video boards at Life is fire.
Harris down low to Alonde. Alonde trying to go to work on Compass. Double teamed. Alonde gets it back out to Harris. Harris looking to attack, finds Tyreek Johnson for 3.
Good shot, boy.
And able to connect. Now we got to get back on transition defense.
He's a Swiss Army knife. Tyreek Johnson can hoop, man. Like, that's a kid.
That trimmed that lead down to 11. Dalton State still with the lead. Pettis looking to attack.
If you was to
Henry
tell
now
me
into the ball game for Dalton
Kyrie
State.
playing Division I basketball
High post pass to
at
Smith.
Rockford or
Smith
Presbyterian,
looking to get the
something like
handoff
that,
with
I would not
Henry,
be
but
shocked at
keeps
all.
it, trying to go down low. 5 seconds. Henry attacking. Nice
Good
pump
move.
fake, but couldn't get that one to fall. But another offensive rebound.
Second chance points.
And they're going to say that it hit the rim, and Suzuki
Hey,
able
look,
to knock down the
look.
triple as Coach E.
I said something about Suzuki last time, man. I told him I was gonna give you one more, dog, before I actually guard it. You made it, dog. Now we gotta guard you, bro. You made it. I said I was going under the last time. He shot the fall away joint. Gotta be tougher inside. Now I can't go under no more, Suzuki. You made two. We gotta guard you now, dog.
Bringing it over to Compass. Compass attacking against Alana Day. And we're going to have a offensive foul on Matt Compass as he's going to get called for a hook trying to go down Alana Day. Alana Day, great job right there, staying down. Most of you know him. He is known to be a shot blocker. Sometimes can get out of position on the defensive end looking to go.
It's called a travel, bro.
And get steals and block shots, but that time very good on the smaller guard, staying down. But Alana almost losing it, but Harris able to pick it up. Now Harris going to work, and he's able to lay that one in for two. Lead is now cut by 10. Lead is now cut down to 10, 67-57, but Life still trailing by 10 to Dalton State.
I love this. He's trying to give him some fire. He's trying to get him pumped up, get him going. He know that like that. Them leads for Life ain't nothing. You 10 something like that ain't like that's not, they know for them that's 3 possessions, bro. Like for them it can happen that fast. Like they can erase that literally in 40 seconds of gameplay. Like that lead could be gone, and they know they got that potential. But this game, when I look at the score again, like 9 minutes left in the game, and the score 67-57, the pace favors Dalton State. If you would have told Alice Ireland before the game started that you would get to the 9-minute mark, 9 minutes left in the game, and Life has 57 points. I'm not saying that's like a terribly low number or not like that, but I'm saying I feel like he takes it. Like he's like, yeah, we're in good shape. If they had 57 with 9 minutes left to play, we're in good shape.
Pettis up top with the ball. Gets it back over to Sasaki. Inside to Danik. Danik trying to go to work on Alana Day. Couldn't get past him.
Now you got a ball screen.
Now Sasaki going to work floater. No good. Another offensive rebound. Bodies on the floor.
Okay, you tried to post up, dog. You tried to post up, and they got you up out of here, man. Hey, man, go set that ball screen, man. Get out the way, bro. Go set that ball screen, bro. Hey, once you felt that brick wall, bro, ain't moving, dog. Hey, man, go on out there and set that ball screen, bro. Get out of there. Get out of there. Open that lane up, dog.
Ball down low to Cortez, going to work on Danik. Finds Cleveland backside for three. Darren Cleveland coming alive here in the second half. Much needed three there for Life University.
Here they come. Here they come. It's just 7. Here they come.
To Pettis. Pettis looking inside to Danik. Pettis floater.
That's a good answer. I like that. We not taking another 3. We're going to get feet in the paint and put pressure on the defense when it's time to answer.
Looking for the double team coming. And he's able to almost finish that one, but good defense there by Danik. Pettis with the
Transition defense got to be better, bro. Transition defense got to be better.
Harris now going to work.
Like, come on, bro. Like I get it. You got all the offensive firepower in the world, but like, I need to see five guys really getting back defensively. Like, we got to get a stop. You need three stops. You got to get a kill. A kill is three stops in a row. Like, you got to get a kill, and you got to get five guys that's gonna sprint back, not one or two guys pissed off because they didn't get a touch on that possession. I can't, you know, say that I know what people are thinking on the floor or whatever, but gotta be locked in.
And 2 for 2 for Harris. Henry with the ball up top, gets it over to Pettis, over to Sasaki.
This is a
High
big
post entry
possession right here.
pass to Danik.
And I
Danik
like
looking for the backdoor cut to Henry. 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Pettis attacking and blocked
Give me that.
from Alana, timing that one from the
Come
backside.
on, don't do it.
Cortez Johnson over to
come
Tyreek,
on.
and that one rimming in and out.
We just losing possession. Hey, get off your
Great ball movement there in transition for life. That one just not falling. Sasaki finds Pettis for three. Quaylen Pettis, no. But Danik, offensive rebound. And we're going to have a foul on the floor.
That sucks, man. That sucks. Did that kid get blocked out, or was he just left open? This is a replay of the last possession. I just want to see if they actually blocked that kid out. No, he didn't get touched. There was no block out. You give up an offensive rebound. Now you at the 7-minute mark when it's the game is 9. So you on that possession, you will have a chance to cut it to 6. But they get an offensive rebound, they get the ball back. If they score right here, man, like that's something I'd be going over in film. I would be tight. Again, like, it's controlling the controllables, bro. You can't control the best shooters in the world, bro. You're not gonna make every shot, right? But like, your level of effort, attention to detail, especially on the defensive end, like, you're in control of that. That's not you making a shot, bro. Like, you can control how you defend. You can block out every play. Like, you can. You can't make every shot, but you can block out on every play. How many passes on that possession right there?
Harris turning and spinning, and it looked like got tipped out by Ricks. So 8 seconds on the shot clock for Life University. Inbound it to Johnson. Swings to Alana looking for the handoff to Tyreek. Johnson finds him. 2 seconds. Johnson having to let it fly. And shot clock violation. Henry on the left wing.
You got to get a stop and a score.
And as he was getting ready to drive, we're going to have a foul off the ball. This one's going to be on number 21, Dar Alana, as him and Danik were trying to get position there on the low block.
I'm shocked you ain't seen more gliding. I'm live right now. Okay?
Matt Comp is back into the ball game. Sasaki over to Ricks for three. No good, but another offensive rebound. And who's there? Danik. Danik going to call the timeout.
Hey, do I rewind and see if we blocked out on that possession? I ain't going to do it. I already know Easy's going to have a field day with this film, so I ain't going to do it. But I got a feeling that nobody got hit on that possession either. Six minutes into the game. 6 minutes. You tell Coach Ireland, hey, it's going to be 6 minutes left in the basketball game, and Life has 62 points. Are you happy? I think he's thrilled. I think he's thrilled if you told him that this morning, that this how it was going to play out.
To Henry, back to Ricks. Ricks looking to attack down the middle. Out to Sasaki, thought about it. Sasaki with a nice shifty move and gets a floater in for two. 75-62.
He cooking. Y'all young guards got to have that floater in your bag.
And we're going to have a foul away from the ball, and this one's going to be on number 12, Matt Compass, as he's getting caught behind number 21, Dara Alanaday down low. And we'll go right into a media timeout with that last foul on.
I was going to say something petty. I ain't going to do it. But in the huddle, sometimes as a coach, I can be kind of petty. I'm just going to leave it at that. Corner three, no. And the same guy, like he is eating on the board. Transition defense, dog. Transition defense. Like, who is sprinting back to the paint? Watch this. Are we like, bro? There's the shot. When you get in college, these coaches are going to tell you that your first 3 steps, when you sprint, it's your first 3 steps that's going to show your coach how much effort you're getting back in transition. Your first 3, right? Watch these guys' first 3 steps, right? They have the rebound. I just don't believe that's. I don't believe that's best effort. I don't. And it's better to learn this lesson early in the season than to be learning it in conference play. So, like, I don't want to make anything seem like the sky is falling because this is still a great team. But I don't believe that's anybody's best effort, getting back defensively to get a stop when it's 4 minutes left in the game and we down.
And Ricks going all the way with the nice move on the other end. And he's going to get a chance to complete the and one. And that foul is going to be on number 1, Elias Ramirez. Ricks completing the 3-point play. 80-64. Dalton State extending that lead back up to 16 again. Johnson inside to Harris. Harris now with the 3-point attempt.
I like the answer back. Always a lot of fight.
That foul's going to be on number 4, Quaylen Pettis, sending Harris to the line to complete the 3-point play.
I like that. You got to get it to 10, though. You don't need another stop and a score. You're going to have to get this to 10.
Dalton State. moving forward with less than 4 minutes to go in the ball game. And there's one with a turnover there from Dalton State as Sasaki was trying to make a crisp pass in there to Danik.
Let's see if they can get a stop on the score, or let's see if they can get a kill. If Life can get a kill, 3 stops in a row. They just got 1, so you need 2 more.
Harris, and that one won't fall. Danik now. Danik getting fouled as he goes up. That foul's going to be on number 1, Elias Ramirez.
I would be losing it. We talk, hey man, the game is still going, bro. You gotta let your coach go talk to the ref. The game is still going.
Both teams now in the bonus. I can kick out to Tyreek Johnson. Inside to Cortez Johnson.
I like it.
And we're going to have a foul on the floor. And that's going to be on number 15, Varun Danik.
I like it. A lot of teams.
That's going to be the 19th foul. It's going to send Cortez Johnson to the line.
I like that Life don't panic right here.
And a missed free throw there in that 1-and-1. Dalton State securing the defensive rebound. And Ricks with a nice ball fake, able to open up the lane, finish that for 2. Dalton State now with the lead of 17, largest lead of the night. Darren Cleveland with a quick 2.
Man, Dalton State going on the road. At this point, you got the game at hand, knocking off a top 20 team. That just showed you how tough.
Got a 30-second timeout from Life University.
Dalton State 2-2, but that's a good team. Very well coached team. They've been having their way. We're getting closer to the end. I'm going to show y'all the live stats because I ain't got to worry about hiding the final score.
Life going into a full court press. Sasaki gets it up to Henry, just dribbles it down, pulls it back out. Life looking to trap and go for steals here. And then Ricks for 3. That one rimming in and out. Life having to secure the defensive rebound. 2:45 left to go in the ball game. Life having to have a sense of urgency here. Darren Cleveland letting it fly and no good. Offensive rebound, Harris. Harris trying to go in and he gets fouled. Earlier, they are only known to average about 6 3-pointers made per offensive rebounds, and off of those offensive rebounds in the second. And Cleveland looking to go to work. Almost mishandles it.
Man. We're gonna
and tries to pass it to Alana. Passes it way too low, and that's going to be another Life turnover. Two minutes left to go in the ball game. 86-69, Dalton State with the lead. Sasaki kicks it out to Pettis for 3. Quaylen Pettis knocking it down. 20-point lead here for Dalton State, largest lead of the night.
Hey, hats off. They made shots.
Harris going up, and that one's short.
This is one of them times where I think if you look at the stat sheet right now, which I'm going to pull it back up.
Ricks with this.
Dalton State probably leads
skip it out to
every category.
Ricks. And Dalton State with 1 second on the shot clock.
Let me try to get these live stats over here for you.
And Sasaki almost able to make that catch, turnaround all the way. 1 second. Tyreek Johnson for 3. And that one off the mark. 45 seconds left to go in the game.
We're going to let it run, and I'm going to pull up the stats. We're going to go through the stats.
Tyreek Johnson now pushing in transition. Finds Cleveland. Cleveland over to Harris. Harris out to Johnson. And that one's short. And it looks the way that this is going here this late in the ball game, that's probably going to be a. Looks like Dalton State's going to be able to pull out this win with the 20-point lead with 24 seconds left to go.
Hey, man, that's what it's going to be. I'm going to pull up these live stats, man. We're going to go through the stats real quick. We're going to go through the live stats real quick. So I think y'all can see we got the final score, 92-69. Quaylen Pettis led all scorers with 24 points for Dalton State. Let's see how he shot it. 9 for 17, 35 minutes. You talking about a game. 35 minutes, 9 for 17. So he 53% basically from the floor, 71% from three. Like, this kid just dominated the basketball game. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, a block, and a steal. Like, he dominated the basketball game. Quaylen Pettis, like, he dominated the basketball game. He had a great game. I want to see these second chance points. I want to see what the second chance points were, where it was. Bench scoring, Dalton State led 29-18. The assists weren't as bad as I thought. Dalton State up there with 22 assists. That's a great. When you get over 20, like you're playing well. Life still had 14 assists. I wouldn't have thought that after watching this game live. I wouldn't have thought that. They still had 14 assists, so not bad. Turnovers were about even. Fast break points weren't bad. Points in the paint were even. I don't see second chance. I'm looking for second chance points here. Where can I see that? Full team stats. You don't want to lose points off turnovers, but dang, second chance points, 22-14. It's not, I mean, they didn't win the second chance points, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. Some of these numbers aren't as bad as what I thought, like watching the game. It looks like Life just didn't shoot the ball well today. This 3-point percentage, 6 for 26, 23% from three versus 45% from three. That's probably your game right there. That's probably the difference in a basketball game. You got out rebounded. But that 3-point percentage, bro, that's pretty deadly. 3-point percentage and 3-point percentage and the points off the bench. That's gonna hurt. In the second half, neither team shot it all that well from three. First half, they 10 for 16. They shot 62% from three, almost 63% from three in the first half. That's crazy. Like, you survived that, and you're only down 8 points going into the half. Like, you got to feel like you winning the game. You got to feel like you winning the game, because at halftime, if you see they 10 for 16, you got to feel like, okay, they're not going to shoot. Like, if they shoot that well for the whole game, we deserve to lose, or they deserve to win. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be at that point maybe gambling a little bit, like, man, they're not going to stay that hot. And they didn't in the second half. That's 4 for 15. Still did enough to win, though. And points in the paint in the second half was rough, though. Gave up 24 in the paint. For life, you got 3 guys in double figures. Cortez Johnson with 17, Chase Harris with 15, and Tyreek with 14. Dalton State just too much tonight, dog. They had too much on them tonight. This game, I'm telling you, bro, like when you come into these games and I know like nobody comes in is like, hey, we don't care, we're gonna lose this game. Like nobody feels that way. Like you don't want to lose, especially you don't want to lose at home. You know what I mean? So this is a huge momentum boost for Dalton State. Now you go to 3-2, but you went to a top 20 team and got a win on the road. Like, bro, like it is so hard to win these games. We got to question how Chase Robinson do. Chase Robinson did not play. So I don't know if Chase Robinson, I don't know if he's redshirting this year or not. But he hasn't played early for Life University this season. He hasn't really played much. I think I saw him in maybe the first game of the season, or the exhibition game that they had earlier, but he hasn't played early. He's got some older guards that are in front of him. So it may be a situation where, you know, like he's got some senior guards ahead of him. So we may not see Chase until next year. I don't know the situation. I haven't asked about it personally. I've seen him at practice. He looked good in practice. I can't say that. He did look good. You know, Chase, you know, he can shoot the ball well. So he looked good. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I can't say. Half a part of me kind of says maybe this is one of those games where you throw him in there. You know, things just aren't going your way. So maybe you throw him in there, but I don't know. I don't know. Because if I'm Life and, you know, Southeastern had us down by 15, 20, something like that, we come back and win the game in a blowout. You know what I mean? Down the same time as earlier, they hit a bunch of shots early and you come back and beat them. Like, you know, you're probably like you're only down 8 going into halftime. So you're probably feeling like we're gonna win this game. Like anything within 10, 12 points for Life is nothing. So, you know, maybe you don't experiment with a freshman during that time because you got faith in your guys. Like you feel like you're gonna win that game. So, but did not happen. So, man, I'm going to pull up our schedule for tomorrow, man. I am on all day tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are down at Clayton State. They got the Clayton State Classic tomorrow. And it's going to be good basketball tomorrow, man. I'm down at Clayton State. I'll share the link. There are going to be 4 games. So it's going to be 2 games on Friday night, and myself, David Jones, will be doing play-by-play in color for those games. The first game tips off at 5 p.m. So we got a 5 p.m. tip and a 7:30 p.m. tip-off, all hosted at Clayton State. So if you're in the area, man, come down to Clayton State. It's going to be good basketball. You got the Peach Belt matched up against the SIAC, and again, it's a opportunity. If you're a high school coach, if you're an AAU coach, AAU director, a parent, anybody like that, you don't want to have this expectation that certain coaches are supposed to recruit your kid or that you feel like you're good enough to play for a team when you have never seen them play or never seen them practice at all. So watching film like this is a good opportunity to see the Dalton States of the world, the Life University of the world, so you can see like their style of play, so you actually know if your kid fit. But tomorrow, Clayton State, the 4 teams matched up is going to be, of course, Clayton State because they're hosting. So Friday night, Clayton State is going to match up against Edward Waters University. Edward Waters University coming in to this Clayton State matchup is going to be a 7:30 p.m. tip-off tomorrow night. So prime time tomorrow night, 7:30. They're going to be matched up with each other. And Edward Waters coming into the game 3-0. All 3 games have been razor thin, right? No margin for error. And one of the games went into overtime. So, but they're walking into this game 3-0 to match up against the home team, Clayton State, on the road. So that's going to be a really good game. Peach Belt versus SIAC, 2 very distinct styles of play. When you talk about how both Division II, but how SIAC teams typically play is different than how Peach Belt teams typically play, right? And that happens a lot, like from league to league, and even sometimes the conference is split, right? Like the SIAC is split between the East and the West. There are style differences in these conferences. So, and I say that to say, parents, like this is a great opportunity for you to tap in and really see, right? Like, and not just can I market my kid to this team, but would you even want your kid to go and play in a style that these teams play, right? You don't know that until you watch. You got to stop sending. Our children are our greatest resource, man. You got to stop sending them people just blind. Like, you don't know nothing about them. They don't know nothing about you. And then, like, you're wondering why you're in the portal. Like, you send your kid to the highest bidder, or whatever the highest offer is, you might end up in the portal. That's the game you're playing at that point. If you don't do no homework. So the first game, the 4 teams that are in this event at Clayton State, it's the Clayton State Classic. It kicks off tomorrow. I'll be on the broadcast, not here. I'll be in the gym on the broadcast at Clayton State tomorrow. And the 4 teams are Clayton State University, Columbus State University. Those are the 2 teams that are representing the Peach Belt. And then you're going to have Edward Waters University and Miles College. Miles is typically very good. Every year you're talking about a team that if they're not winning that SIAC, they are in the championship game of that conference pretty much year in and year out. So a great challenge. Tomorrow, Miles will play Columbus State. That is a 5 o'clock tip-off. And then the nightcap for tomorrow night is Edward Waters versus Clayton State. On Saturday, there will be 2 games as well. You will get Edward Waters versus Columbus State at 1 p.m. on Saturday. And then at 3:30 on Saturday, you're going to get Miles College versus Clayton State. So Clayton State will be the nightcap for each day. 2 great days of basketball action. You want to get down to Clayton State and come watch it. After that, after I finish the Clayton State game, you can catch me at Hillgrove High School. I'll be making a drive up to Powder Springs from Clayton County, going up to Hillgrove and looking at their event. It is a game recognized game full weekend this weekend. So game recognized game. We will be at Hillgrove versus Mount Parent. Mount Parent is a school that you are sleeping on. Trust me. You're sleeping on Mount Parent. And you should go watch them play. You should go watch them play if you're a coach. If you're a kid, you should be going to watch because that is a system that you want to play in, and they've got a great coaching staff. Those guys work, man. I'm telling you. But anytime you go play Hillgrove, dog, like anytime you gotta play a Moultrie team, buckle up. Because that's gonna be a styles and make fights type of game, right? Hillgrove, pressure defense, they gonna get after it full court. Mount Perrin is almost like Life University. They want to run. They spread you out, try to run and gun, right? But here's the thing. This game is going to come down to who had the best preseason conditioning work over the summer. Because at the pace that Mount Perrin wants to play offensively versus the tempo and the pace that Hillgrove wants to play at defensively, this is a high school game that could be so connect, so up and down, 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 up and down. Like, I hope everybody's hydrated. Like, have some salt chips or something on the sideline, because this could be one of those times where you see some guys like cramp up or need to come out or whatever. Like, I want to see Cam Mount Perrin play at that tempo offensively against a team that is as physical as Hillgrove always, or any Moultrie team always is. But Mount Perrin is definitely a school that you got to watch, man. Super skilled. Them kids are skilled, bro. They get to it. Like, and they got a coach that gives them a lot of confidence, lets them play in space, lets them get to it. So that's where I'll be, man. We got basketball all weekend. We're going to get it in. I'll share the links for y'all, man. I'll be out there on the call. And then we'll set up game recognized game for next week, man. We pulling up in the gym next week, man. Next Tuesday, I think I'm at North Paulden. I'm going to watch girls basketball, man. I'm in North Paulden. They're going to open their season at home. It'll be their first home game for North Paulden. We're going to go show love to North Paulden on Tuesday. I believe that game is Tuesday. I got to check schedules again. But Friday and Saturday, I know where I'm at. But all right, man. Y'all take it easy. Again, it's love.